You step off the subway onto the platform, the screech of wheels and flicker of fluorescent lights drizzling onto your skin. You're cold from spring rain that never stops, even in April. Your heart tightens as you're crushed by bodies rushing, each person their own mission, their own silent emergency. You breathe shallowly, a pinprick of loneliness in the city's pulse. You're 20-something, or maybe 30-something, ages blur here. The skyline looms, concrete mountains that crush as much as decorate. The city's first instruction, keep moving. If you stop, someone will take your spot, your place in line, your job. Early mornings begin with, "The L train's delayed," an apology that sounds like a prison sentence. Here, your coffee is lukewarm, overpriced, filtered through culture and hustle. You work at a startup or ad agency or do gig shifts just to pay rent, but you're always paying rent. You learn to hunt. Craigslist, room shares, neighborhood boards. You survive on discounts, Sunday markets, leftover bagels. You collect bar tabs and soulless networking dinners. You talk about staying afloat. Staying afloat means you're one subway delay, one missed paycheck, one broken phone from drowning. The days stretch. Long office hours, endless scrolls, notifications pinging like flares you can't ignore. You check your bank app reflexively. Withdrawal stabs. Food is fuel, not joy. Picked at, microwaved, polished off between meetings. You've forgotten what it's like to sit still. There's a constant ache. Your body is weary, your mind bruised by ambition. You chase promotions that dissolve under fluorescent office lights. You chase relationships that dissolve under fluorescent bar lights. Even friendships feel transactional. Meet me at 8? A request, a favor, an hour carved from exhaustion. Conversations skim surfaces, rent, work, food, future, shallow breaths in deeper waters. You sometimes imagine leaving, upstate, abroad, anywhere with wide skies. But you stay, because to leave is to lose the tether to everything you think matters. The crowd's energy, the nighttime skyline, the promise of being part of something colossal. Somewhere around year 3, you learn to bend, but the city binds tighter. You find pockets of breathing room. You learn which train to take to avoid the worst of crowding. You learn to savor the small, an afternoon in the West Village, sun rinsing old trees, the cheap poetry readings downtown, the familiar nod from a barista. You learn to make your own rituals, a Saturday at the farmer's market, Sunday brunch, a Wednesday walk through Central Park at dusk. You celebrate many wins, paying rent on time, switching to an apartment near a park, finally quitting the gig and starting full-time work. You collect a few souls who carry parts of you. A roommate who laughs at your jokes, a friend who drags you to rooftop parties, a stranger who becomes someone. You laugh more, cry less. Trust grows in shared misery and shared triumph, but maturity is awareness of the price you pay. The cost is constant noise, relentless rhythm, subway smells, mice uprisings in basement cafes. The price is always shifting cities. Your friends leave, replaced by strangers. But maybe that's okay. You're part of the churn too. You slip into the familiar trap. Work, home, repeat. You miss your own life's milestones. Weekend getaways, holidays, nights in with loved ones. You watch vacations on Instagram rather than plan one. Your phone battery dies more often than you'd admit. No backup charger, no time to buy one. You decline invitations with apologies you can't feel. Maybe next time becomes your echo. But there is no next time. Only this time. Again. Over and over. Your body weakens. Your back tenses. Your laugh dims. You remember, once, you wanted more. Art, writing, travel. You whisper to yourself, this is okay. You believe it, because it has no choice. Because the city hums so loud you can't hear your softest thoughts. End. One day, you wake up and it all catches up. The subway crush, the overgrown rent, the buzzing phone, the half-finished life. Maybe you break down over coffee. Maybe you walk until your boots give out. Maybe you quit your job. Maybe you buy a bus ticket and vanish. You realize the city didn't destroy you. You destroyed you, piece by piece, in service of its beat. And maybe that is the grand lie. The city wants your time, your energy, your attention, but it never wanted you. It only needs your motion. You stand on a corner. Evening lights crystallizing. Yellow cabs pool like fireflies. Skyscrapers gaze down. You breathe. You close your eyes. You realize you're still breathing. And you know, this is as real as it'll ever get. Why it sucks to be a New York citizen isn't a condemnation of the city, it's the quiet confession of survival. It's the weight of ambition, the ache of loneliness, the soft surrender to momentum. It's the rhythm that never stops, even when you do.